Hello, guys. We are live. So this is something a bit different. I've thought about doing this for a while. So let's see how this works. But at the end of the day, that game was, well, horrific, to be fair. It really was a bad game for us. Our defense is so poor at the minute, and we need to get better in the back. We are just no good when we play out the back. We cause a lot of the problems on ourselves, and we need to improve. And that's just basically what it is. And at the back at the minute, we are a nightmare. But did anyone actually see or think about scoring in that game? Up front, we looked a bit lost. New Hugh and Zhao did too many clever flicks tonight and tricks to try and get past the man. New Hugh had a period where all I wanted him to do was hold the ball up. That was it. Hold the thinking ball up, wait for someone to come around him, and then play the ball to that player. But it didn't happen. It did not happen at all. And we're going to have problems if we play like this all the time. And it's going to be issues. And I find it really hard for us to take results like this. I really do. But at the same time, I have the situation where we are coming off a international break, which we're always shit from, let's be fair. We are always fucking shit after an international break. We really are. We just don't seem to get going. It takes us a very, very long time to get going. And we have to improve with this. We have to improve with this after international break. We can't keep doing this where we're having to wait a little bit to get into momentum. And we lost all our momentum during the international break. We had some great opportunities to keep pushing forward. And then that couple of weeks we had off absolutely killed us. Really did. We had such a good opportunity to build on that. And the United game, I am massively worried about now. I really think we could get absolutely hammered if we're not careful. I don't know what to do with the whole goalkeeping situation now. I'm at that point where I think it's time to let Wildsmith have a go in net, because if you drop in Lees and Thornley for what happened against Middlesbrough, then surely you've got to see and go, right, something's not working here. Let's put Wildsmith in net and see what happens. My biggest issue is, and it is a big issue because I know what everyone's going to say, why isn't he? Why is he not? What's the word I'm looking for? Playing Westwood, kind of thing. I agree with you. I agree. Try Westwood out, Wildsmith out, and see what happens, because we could lose by a shit ton. We could have a massive defeat again on their patch, and we wouldn't hear the end of it. We're still not hearing the end of the 4-2. And we have got to start playing much better. WF and FF, I agree. It'll be like last time. If we are not careful, it will be like last time. And I think it's time to give someone like Wildsmith the gloves. Just give him a try. I understand what Joss is doing, in the sense he doesn't want to break the confidence of a young goalkeeper. And get that 100%. I really do. But at the same time, it's not working. He will be a good keeper. He got that potential. Hang on a moment. He has got that potential to be a good goalkeeper. I'm not saying he hasn't. And I think he's going to do quite well when he gets older. But right now, he's not ready. I think at the end of last season, we saw him pull out some really, really good saves and play quite well actually end of last season. And we're thinking, oh, if this is what he's going to be for next season, this might be a good thing. But I'm now starting to get the feeling that we have no leadership at the back, none whatsoever. There is no one there that can control the game and help us. And I'm starting to think Leuven's was really good for us because in one sense we didn't see what mistakes Lee was making, and there was someone else at the side of him to mop it up. Best player in that game by a country mile tonight, apart from the mistake he did for the goal, was Hector. When was the last time Sheffield Wednesday had a mobile, big centre-back who could get stuck in? And it's been a while. I think last one we probably have was Reader. But the problem with Reader, he was injury-prone. And that, to be honest with you, if we got an injury-prone centre-back, that'll fit our system down to a T right now. Because our injury record is ridiculously thin again. In a dream scenario, what is everyone's lineup? Saying like who we can pick. I have Westwood in net. I know he's not getting played now, and I understand why he's not playing to a point. Joss is trying to bring the age of the squad down, and he's trying to get youth in. It's going to be the way forward. Expect a lot of youth team players in and players who we've never heard of come the summer. Hopefully, with how many players that are going to go off the wage bill, we could actually get some decent players in, like hidden gems who we've not heard of who might be able to do something. I don't blame as much Lukai tactics that much. He's doing what he can with what he got. And up until the defeat against Middlesbrough and tonight's defeat, we were on a decent little run. And I enjoyed it. It was good. We weren't scoring low, but we were on a decent little run. It was nice to see how we were doing. And I find it interesting how we're going to do. Come, say, wherever we are in January time is the Christmas period is where you're going to end up. Does that make sense to everyone? That's normally the case. That is normally what's going to happen. And I worry that we could have some issues in terms of what players we might get back. Like, I can't see us keeping Hooper in January. I can see him going at the end of the summer. He's getting to the point with 2 injury prone. And if you look at the players that are actually injured that we got, and I'll go back to talking about the match in a minute. If you look at the players who are actually injured right now, they're all the back end of the careers. Apart from, I'd probably say, Van Aken and Fez and Winnell. One of the annoying things about tonight's game is the fact that Rhodes scored 2 goals for Norwich. And I think that's going to be an auto case of where it's going to bite us in the backside like we did with Winnell. But the difference is we had to get Rhodes off the books. There was nothing we could have done about it. Rhodes had to come off the books because we weren't in line with financial fair play or whatever they called it now. But going back to the game, the one thing we all know this, we play shit from the back and we're not very good at it. I don't see many players that can actually play that style that we like to play. We were denied a blatant penalty. If anyone's seen the picture of the Poodle's head, it looks like when Fletcher did his head against Villa. It looks so bloody nasty. Like, I think everyone's seen the reaction from Josh when he gets shown. It's like, whoa, that's bad, you're coming off. And Poodle went off down the tunnel in a right fucking mood, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being in that move. That was a clear penalty that wasn't given. And the fact that, it's a head injury, so it should have been kicked out of play and the game should have stopped automatically, and it wasn't, which is something that was really annoying to happen. And the fact that a lot of the QPR fans were a little bit like going, "Oh, you're fine, fine." Then I think then he stood up and people saw his face and they're like, "Nope, he not right." Zhao should have buried that header. Zhao, is it me or does Zhao turning into our kind of Jermaine Johnson in terms that one game he's really good and the next game he's really consistent? He's really inconsistent, sorry. So I'd love to know what some of you guys think. What do you think? Where do we go next? Is what I'm trying to say. Where do you think Wednesday go next? I don't think it's a case of sacking Josh Lukai at all. Not been here long enough to merit being sacked for me. At the end of the day, doing the best what he can do with a very, very young squad. Or with players who had never played in this league before. I would love to see us go out in the summer, pick up some younger players, but experienced players, and see what we can do. I think we're going to be relying on loans. I can't see us getting many, and I can see us a lot of our team being put together with oh fucking hell, youth team players. I can see it. I can see it completely, and they're gonna be a tough learning experience for some of them. They're gonna be thrown in the deep end very, very quickly, and I want to say that we'd be okay, but if you're relying on the likes of not Poodle, Penny, Baker, and like that to come in and do well even after a good season with us, we've got to be careful. We have got to be careful. Palapusi, I thought, did okay. He's getting there. He's starting to get there. But at the same time, for me, he still gets knocked off the ball way too easily. And we've all seen his arms. His arms are massive. He should stand up, be a bit taller to the players. And he just doesn't. Like, people turning around and saying that we should get big Mick McCarthy in. Won't take the Wednesday job. Doesn't want to come anywhere up north. He's already said in the past if he ever got another job, it wouldn't be up north again for a while because I think he's got family issues. I think we got the stick behind the team between thick and thin and see what happens. I can't blame Josh that much because at the end of the day, before the two games we just had, we were in the playoffs. We were actually in the playoffs, and I think we're down to 14th now. If anyone can tell me that, that'd be lovely. Let's have a look. I think we're in 14th place now. But it's a very, very tight league. The league table right now doesn't mean bugger all until 26th of December, 2nd and 3rd of January, and the end of Feb. Once you start seeing the league table, then you can figure out where you're gonna be. Because let's have a look. We've played 14 games. We've won 5. We've drawn 4, lost 5. We've got 20 goals for, 23 goals against, and a goal difference of -3. And we've got 19 points. Nottingham Forest, Bristol City, we're all on 19 points. But I think, look. Yeah, Preston North End are the worst with the goals against with 25. And we've got 23 along with Millwall and Reading. And it's an issue. It's going to be a big issue come tail end of the season. Because we are going to need to get a lot of players in this squad who are not ready yet. They are not ready yet, and the problem is we're gonna have to put them in. I'm trying to figure out what we do for the next game and pretty much the United game, to be fair. Like I'm seeing stuff right now that people are saying Joss is out of his depth. How is he out of his depth? For fuck's sake, he managed in the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga, that's so much better than the Championship, and it's a different pace, but it's not a case of being in or out. People throw the in, out, shake it all about kind of thing way too much, and it's because they want instant success. They expect instant success with managers, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not. So we need to play better next game. Massively play better next game. Defense needs a big kick up the arse. If we can get a kick up the arse, that'd be fantastic. But right now, I don't see it happening. I'm going to try and do more of these soon, by the way, because I think it'll be nice to do video plus the lives as well, because it's something I'd love to do, really. It's something I don't do that often. But let's just try and take some of the good that we can. There isn't much, I know. And try and get behind the team and the team selections, because that's a big thing. We see team selections and we go off the deep end like no one business. But we need to start backing the team, backing the players, and not being too quick to judge team selections and see what happens. But that's going to be it for tonight on this, because the video gone live. Please go watch the video, and I'll do another live stream probably Thursday or Friday, just so I can do a video for the preview, and B, I'll do a live stream kind of thing as well. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.